be doing while on this planet? What is my purpose? How can I give back to the earth? What am I for? Stick around. You're going to want to hear about what, according to your birth chart, your ideal job should be. And if it's your first time here, welcome. If not, welcome back. I'm actually Anya, an intuitive alchemist and energy reader, and I'm just here to help y'all heal because healing is the best medicine.
Yes. And I am Brian, aka B, the bestie. I just deal a lot with spiritual world. That's all I can tell you. So, I am what I am. I have the giftings that I have. It is what it is.
Right. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. B's gonna start us off as per usual with cards, and then we'll get into our conversation. So if you want to go ahead and start us off, B, unless you want to do things different tonight, you let me know how you want to start it off.
Okay. No, we can start it off with the cards. I did do a pre-shuffle this time because I was interested in knowing um what is like the base message before I do like a reading. And so I have some actually biblical cards, right? And so I'm going to read to you what came out. And I thought it was so fitting for tonight's message because it's Psalms 94:19. And it says, "When doubt filled my mind, your comfort gave me renewed hope and cheer." So I want you all to keep that in mind as we go forward into the rest of today's topic because it's so fitting. So I will say, whenever doubt starts to come across your mind, that's when you have to shut out the white noise. The noise is telling you that you're not good enough. That sabotaging noise, the noises of people around you that say, I don't think that that's a good idea. That's the time when you tune it out because spirit is comforting you at this time. And so, spirit for tonight's reading, please let the collective know. Okay, these cards are coming out. These cards are coming out. So, spirit, let us know what you would like for us to know about tonight's reading concerning the topic and the viewers. I will also say, if you did not catch my live yesterday, I did do a live. Please go watch it because it simultaneously goes along with today's message as well. Ashley and I began to talk, and I just looked at her. I was like, Ashley, do you know I talked a little bit about this yesterday? She was like, no. So I encourage you to read it because I feel like some of the same messages are going to come out. I actually see the first two cards are the same two cards that came out yesterday, or so I definitely encourage you to go listen to it or watch it. You can see it on my personal page. Okay. Okay. So, three cards that I have here. The Knight of Swords, meaning there is someone that's going to bring you a message that is, and maybe this is your Knight of Swords for tonight. For some of you, it will be, but a message to free your mind, to liberate your mind. Knights, if you think about the characteristic of a knight, the knight is someone that is noble, that comes to save the day, that comes to protect. So there is something that needs protecting that you're birthing at this time or that you have an ideal for. And the knight is here to let you know that, hey, I'm protecting you. And then the next card that comes out is the Two of Wands. Let me So that means you have some worldly decisions to make. You have some decisions going. I'm hearing industry, towards your industry, whether you're leaving a job or you're transferring departments, something you have. It's like you have options, is what I'm getting. And it's like you have to make a decision. And then at the same time, we have the Ace of Wands, meaning something is coming your way anyway. So no matter what you're choosing, um, it's going to be something new for you. No matter what you decide to do, it's going to be something new. Something new is going to happen during this season, during this. Okay, I have a card to flip. um it's just gonna happen for you. Yeah, and it's going to be one that is going to be fulfilling. So if you're working on a job that's not filling, it's coming. So whatever decision you're going to make, I feel like the way the cards are coming, I feel like a lot of you are leaving something, and you're going towards something, and that's good. Change is good. Change is not oftentimes bad, but sometimes you have to get out of your comfort zone to do certain things to um, take this platform. I'm sorry, I'm gonna do a sidebar, but it's gonna make sense. But take this platform. How many influencers do we see and are connected to on Instagram? How many people whose lives that we see, they're in their industry, they're doing things, they have a lot of followers, and those followers are listening to them, getting things, and all because they stepped out of their comfort zone. Um, they have the power to influence people, right? And not only influence people, but also to sell a product. They're salesmen and saleswomen, and some of them teach you classes, teach you skill sets. So think about what it is that you're wanting to do, that you have the heart to do right now, that you may be afraid of. But again, um, when doubt filled my mind, your comfort gave me renewed hope and cheer. Because when you have renewed hope and cheer, you're constantly being reminded that what's for you is for you. You're also being reminded that um, joy and positivity brings in, helps you to manifest things. When you're down and when you're in that negative energy, it kills things. It kills the life out of your dreams and your hopes. Whenever you have that joy and that hope, your dreams start to come true because you start to manifest a lot more things. So I am going to end it there because I promise you this topic on tonight, yeah, yeah, I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it.
Muy caliente. This
Muy
topic is
caliente.
definitely hot, guys. And I was so excited to present it to you guys, not only just for you, for the collective, but for myself, because sometimes I need reminders to stay on course.
Mm-hmm.
We need course corrections sometimes, as my brother always says. And sometimes you just need that extra push or that reminder that you need to get back on track. And by getting back on track, getting back on your soul's purpose. So exactly. Yeah, let's go ahead and jump right into it. And just so you guys know, both of our platforms, me and Brian, are catered towards healing. Okay, so in order to accomplish that, you have to know what exactly that you're healing, which is why it's so important to take a peek at your birth chart and to know what trauma and what issues, what baggage you came into this lifetime with. Okay. And your birth chart helps you understand your temperaments. What are you afraid of? What makes you crazy? What makes you at peace? All these things can be found within your birth chart, okay? And this will show you exactly what you need to do in order to heal. Okay, so you can get to the promised land, so you can get to that next level, because everything on Atlantis, on Mother Earth, is supposed to evolve, okay? So you can't evolve if you don't know what direction you're supposed to go. So this is why they created the birth charts, okay? So you can figure out what exactly you need to do. So, and sidebar, you are more than just your sun sign, okay? I hear a lot of people say, yeah, I'm Cancer, yeah, I'm Scorpio. Leos be like statistics. Like you are way more. You are more than your sun sign. Okay, there's your Mars, there's your Venus, there's asteroids, there's transits, there's all these different houses. Like you are more than your sun sign. Okay, there are eclipses. Like it's so many different aspects to who you are through your birth chart. Just know that it's a lot, which is why it's important for you to talk to someone who is skilled at maneuvering through your birth chart to help you figure out what's going on, okay? Because all these elements affect your individual birth chart. Let us help you heal yourself, okay? So today, we're talking about the midheaven, all right? And that is at the top of your chart. And so that goes into what's your ideal career, okay? What are you guys going to be gravitating towards when you figure out what it is you want to do? It's your career, it's your public image, your reputation. So I'm gonna put in the comments where you guys can find this ad, because you do have to have your birth time and place and location to be able to find this. So let me just pinpoint it.
So locate your birth certificate if you do not know. If you're someone that was born in the States, you can find these documents at your local courthouse. They keep a record of these things, especially in the place where you were born. Otherwise, you can use just like your where you were born and the date. If you don't know the time, that's fine. But it gives you a little bit more accuracy with the time.
So I put in the comments, I didn't really know if you guys are familiar with how to find your midheaven, but you'll need to find it in order to know which time resonates with how to move forward. So, all right. And so let's get right into it. So again, the midheaven represents the most visible achievement in the eyes of society. Okay, it's your public face, it's your material accomplishments, what we hold near and dear to our hearts, and overall our sense of responsibility and standing in the world in society. Okay. Represents our highest aspirations. It relates to our reputation, like I said, long-term goals and sense of responsibility. And it also can represent an employer, a government, or another authority figure in our lives. But for the most part, it is our public image, okay? And also, the 10th house also focuses on your career. But today, we're just going to stick to the midheaven because I don't want to get too swim too deep with you guys. We'll take baby steps with this birth chart because there's a lot of different aspects, like I said, to it that one could get overwhelmed. So if your midheaven is in Aries, okay, you are a goal-getter through and through. You likely tackle your professional aspirations in a fiery, no-holds-barred way, leaping before you look. You pride yourself on being a pioneer, the first out of the gate to do anything, and you're super competitive. So with that being said, your ideal likely career paths would be either an entrepreneur, having your own business, an athlete, track in particularly, or a litigator, okay? So those are the ideal careers for you if your midheaven is in Aries. Taurus. If fixed sign Taurus falls on the cusp of your 10th house in your chart, you're determined to succeed, but also dead set on taking your time to do so. Because Taurus is ruled by Venus, the planet of love, relationships, and beauty, you could be drawn to activities in your personal life, such as art, fashion, or couples therapy. And it's crucial for you to feel like you're being creative and social, boosting the harmony and beauty of anything you're putting your nose to the grindstone on. So your ideal likely career paths, matchmaking. You would be a phenomenal matchmaker. Remember Patti Singer? She used to be the celebrity matchmaker. So if you ever watch that show, you'd be good at doing that. or an interior designer. That's also a likely career path for you, or a musician. Okay? Gemini, born with your midheaven in a mutable air sign, Gemini, communication and information gathering is a huge focus of your professional destiny. You're probably drawn to being social or working solo. So likely that would be the best fit for you. But no, I'm sorry. So working solo wouldn't be the best fit for you. I'm sorry, because Geminis love to communicate. They love to talk. So working by yourself wouldn't be a good job for you, Gemini. You need to be collaborating with other people. Okay, because you shine when you collaborate. Researching, enjoying the freedom to switch up your focus from one project to the next, and constantly forging new connections. Okay, so because Gemini is ruled by Mercury, the planet of communication. So a great career path for you, Gemini, would be politician or communications. A politician or communications director for a politician, a publicist, or social media manager. So if your midheaven is in Gemini, those would be great career paths for you. Next, we have Cancer. If you were born with your midheaven in the cardinal sign of Cancer, known to be nurturing, emotionally intelligent, you're probably drawn to a career path that allows you to put those skills to use. You love to hold space for others, to move through difficult emotions, and show up for them when they're feeling down mentally or physically, and to be a shoulder to lean on. Because Cancer is so family oriented, you may set goals that will allow you to best care for your own. This is a reflection of the fact that the sign of the crab is ruled by the intuitive moon, which serves as an emotional compass in astrology. Okay, so that's a no-brainer. Like, caregiver, you would be a great caregiver, therapist, or nurse. Okay, those would be the ideal career paths for you, Cancer.
And I did just want to point out that today it is currently a full moon right now. Go out and look at that beautiful moon once we finish. Please go take it in. And that's for everybody, because that moon energy is something about that moon energy. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a Cancer, sun sign Cancer, right? I'm really saying that, like, the moon really does something for you.
We have to do a discussion talking about the moon phases.
Yes.
And like how you can harness the energy of the moon. Because the moon, let me tell y'all, everybody knows when it's a full moon, like the tides get high, like the animals start going crazy, people's emotions are just out of whack. There's a reason for that. The moon is stronger than you think. It's stronger than you think. Yes. So we're going to do a discussion in the future talking about the moon and how powerful it is to harness the energy. All right. So next, Leo midheaven, which is my midheaven. So this one I'm going to get right into it. I ain't going to waste no time. So if you were born with midheaven in Leo, the fixed fire sign, you may have a somewhat conflicted relationship with being the center of attention. That's because chances are your rising is Scorpio. Yes, which causes you to value your privacy more than others. Still standing in the limelight can feel like an accomplishment to you. And you absolutely do shine when you take a chance and put yourself out there. Because Leo's energy is so thoroughly confident and charismatic, thanks to its ruler being the sun, basically, okay? The sun rules Leo. Likely career paths: CEO, on-camera reporter, actress, or lawmaker. Now that one kind of threw me for a loop. A lawmaker? I guess because I make my own rules, so I guess it's just natural for me to make other rules. But everything else kind of like fell right into it. Like on-camera reporter, CEO, actress, like that's literally right up my alley. So that makes sense. And it is conflicting with me having my rising in Scorpio because I'm super, super private to the point where people think that I'm like hiding stuff. But it's not that I'm hiding. I don't want my business to be out. So So if I'm comfortable with you, I'm gonna share it. But you know, if I'm not comfortable, then you ain't gonna know nothing. Period. So Virgo, with your midheaven in Virgo, the
That is
beautiful
me.
earth sign, which huh?
That's me.
Oh, that's you, right?
That is me.
Listen up, Bessie. With your midheaven in Virgo, the beautiful earth sign, you're drawn to professional activities and goals that allow you to flex your organization and communication skills. Virgo is ruled by Messenger Mercury, after all, and because Virgo is the ruler of the sixth house of daily routine, you're particularly successful when you focus on the work that involves being of service to others by providing them with research or other information you've expertly gathered. So, likely career paths: educator, reporter, research, scientist, anything that involves like organizing, collecting data, like making sure things are in their proper place. Like, but that's you all day. Like,
that's why I'm laughing. I'm trying not to laugh.
You always get the job done. You're always the last one to make sure the job is done. If nobody else is doing it right, like you're gonna make sure it gets done. Yep. That's you all day. That's you.
And I did want to share this. So whenever we were in undergrad, people used, like, no matter what degree that I was going to, I didn't switch my degree, right? But a lot of people assumed that I was going to school to be a teacher. And I'm like, I don't want to be a teacher. I'm not going to be no teacher. But teaching has literally followed me. I can't get away from it. So it's like, okay, I'm a teacher. But then I'm also currently working in clinical trials research, which I'm dealing with understanding, right, different health conditions. And what is one of my jobs? Making sure that the people learn about the either how to administer something or learn about the drug that is being studied. So there we have it. I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Even this platform. Think about it. Even this platform.
You're sharing your gifts with the collective on this platform.
Yep.
And everything is like strategic, you know, like you have everything organized on each platform. That's you. Like you're right in your purpose right now, what you're doing. So that's crazy. It's crazy how like accurate astrology is. We don't even realize how it's just spot on. All right, so let's keep it moving. Libra. If your midheaven is in Libra, the cardinal air sign, you're interested in bringing balance and beauty to anything you invest your time and energy into professionally. Relationships are of particular interest to you, especially those that happen on a one-on-one basis. But so is fighting for justice. You know, Libra is the sign of justice. You know, making sure that the scales are balanced. So you would like a career that not only allows you to see all sides of an issue, but that requires it. And because Libra is ruled by Venus, you enjoy being artistic in your work. So you would make a great wedding planner, helping other people's dreams become reality, a congressperson, or a couples therapist. And I really see couples therapists because it's that balance. Like Libras restore the balance. That's why I always say, don't piss a Libra off, because just know that they're coming back to restore that balance. Don't ever think that they're not going to restore that balance. It's just in their nature. They have to restore balance. So there you go. Scorpio is next. If your midheaven is in Scorpio, the fixed water sign, you thrive when you're calling the shots and feel like you're in a position of power, but not necessarily pushed to share your inner life with others. Remember, Scorpio's water sign, very private. But you're likely on a mission to uncover and understand other people's secrets and have truly impressive investigative skills. Yes! I always said, like, the FBI ain't got nothing on a Scorpio. Nothing.
That's too funny.
Serious though. All my Scorpios know what I'm talking about. Because Scorpio is co-ruled by Mars, the planet of action, and Pluto, the planet of transformation. So it's ruled by two planets, okay? So you got that extra You're harnessing two different planets in one. So you're harnessing two energies. You're razor focused on making your mark. And what did I just say? Now, I didn't even go into this prior to reading this. Private investigator, likely career path, sex therapist, or surgeon. Did you know what they say about Scorpios? That's the that's the freakiest.
I cannot. Let me find out y'all be tapped in for real, for real.
all my mid-heaven Scorpios tap in.
Okay.
Sagittarius midheaven.
Listen.
If you were born with midheaven in Sagittarius, the mutable fire sign, you're full of wanderlust and crave knowledge and eye-opening experiences at every turn. You're likely innately gleeful when you're on center stage, expressing yourself through humor and sharing your opinions. You need professional experiences that allow you to learn and grow almost perpetually. The more, the better, according to Sag ruler's expansive Jupiter, because we know that Jupiter is the largest planet in the solar system. So if your midheaven is Sagittarius, baby, you can do any career, okay? We got comedian on here. We got professional, traveler, journalist. Like, everything is literally listed under this because you can literally do anything, okay?
And I definitely... Is archaeologist up there?
Archaeologists, listen, it's not on here, but I wouldn't be opposed to putting it up there because, listen, Sagittarius is they crave knowledge and they love to travel. So an archaeologist would be the best job for them.
Yeah, because
best job, honestly.
Because that's what popped in my mind as soon as you read it. I heard archaeologist, so I was just like,
Yeah, good call. Like that. Philosopher. Who else? Like someone who like a blogger, someone who travels all the time. What do you call those people? The nomads that just kind of just like live out of RVs and just travel state to state. Anything would be great for you if you're learning, accumulating knowledge, or traveling. Would be good for you, Sagittarius. Let's move on to Capricorn. With your midheaven in Capricorn, the cardinal earth sign, chances are you work hard and perpetually. That's because you're endlessly driven and wired to take your time hitting the peak of any mountain you've decided to climb. That's why you're suited to career paths that might require putting in a lot of effort over the course of years and years. Accumulating degrees, networking, or building your resume one hard-earned achievement at a time. The result of being Cap, ruled by taskmaker daddy Saturn. Now we know Saturn is not to be played with. Saturn is the planet I wish you would. Like Saturn does not play. And people think that Saturn is like a really hard planet, but it is throwing them bows. It's to put you back on course. Like it's course correction. Like my brother always said, it's to put you back on course. So likely career paths, family physician, financial advisor, or investor. And you can always trust a Capricorn with money. Like with making decisions.
I was just about to say that.
They're very good with money.
Yes.
They're very good with money. And I know most of the Capricorns that I know are all bosses. They're all bosses. So very good with money. Money and building. I think I just skipped. Oh yeah. Aquarius. With Aquarius, the fixed air sign on your midheaven, you're not interested in adhering to any conventional professional path. Okay? Preferring to strike out on your own in some way or another. And because Aquarius rules the 11th house of friendships and long-term wishes, you value humanitarian pursuits and pride yourself on prioritizing communal efforts over anything you deem self-focused. You also value the ability to be a bit offbeat and eccentric. Typical Aquarius. It might be drawn to work in future-minded tech because Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, the planet of revolution and scientific genius. So the likely career paths for you, if your midheaven is in Aquarius, founder of a nonprofit, community organizer, or software developer. And yeah, this goes without giving. Aquarius is that they love to be for the people. They are the humanitarians of the zodiac sign. It's about the greater good of everyone. Very selfless sign. Very selfless. And I think last but not least, we have Pisces. Pisces. Born with your midheaven in Pisces, the mutable water sign, you're drawn to spiritual creative pursuits in your professional life, ruled by Neptune, which oversees dreams and escapism. Pisceans are endlessly imaginative, but often struggle to get grounded in reality. So work that actually requires wearing rose-colored glasses or embracing the ethereal over the pragmatic suits you best. The heartfelt water sign is also known for its healing abilities. So you can make an impression publicly by applying your innate empathy towards nurturing others. And this is why a Pisces, midheaven in Pisces would be good for astrology, being an astrologer, healer, actor, or a filmmaker. All right, it's about vision. You know, they love looking through rose-colored glasses. So they could very well write an entire script, a beautiful love story, directed, star in it, shit.
Listen,
Pisces, they're so imaginative. You know, they're imaginative. Their imagination is endless. It truly is. It's endless. So
listen. So it sounds like we need to. I can't. I'm not going to say we, but I need to find somebody that has whose midheaven is in Pisces and Scorpio for sure, because we have some things to talk about. Oh, and I forgot the matchmaker. Who was the matchmaker again? I believe it was like Leo or Libra. That's what it was. Libra. Yeah, like I need to talk to you too. Call me.
Betsy, you're so crazy. I just thought, like, if people knew this, they would thrive in certain businesses. Like, they would thrive within certain businesses because they have it in their chart that this is where they need to be. This is the industry they need to be in to be able to thrive. And just think if job professionals had people's birth charts, they could see, okay, well, you're good at so-and-so, you're good at XYZ, let's put you in this department. Not have you over here, you're not good with communication, you're not even good working with people, so let's not put you in this department. Let's not put you in HR, God forbid. Okay, let's put you in the tech department because you're great with technology. If the people in the workforce had this information, like, half the people would still have their jobs. People wouldn't be going to work upstairs.
Whenever I looked up my information earlier and I saw that I was the Virgo midheaven. I had a Virgo midheaven. I immediately said, I need to print this out and give this to my manager. So whenever you assign me projects, keep this in mind, because this is me. This is who I am. And then also I did want to say that, but once you ground yourself, and I know we talk about grounding a lot, but it truly helps you. Once you ground yourself and you connect with spirit the way you're supposed to, spirit will also help you guide to these jobs. So where I got my current job from, I was working at a nonprofit. This is what I do, educating the community. I got an email from a doctor that I met a few years ago or prior to that, to those dates. And she was asking if I wanted a job. And at first, I almost erased the email because I thought it was one of those scams. And then when I found out that it was her, I was like, wait, don't delete. So I inquired. Here I am, that I've been at my job for 5 years now, doing the things that really I'm supposed to be doing. And I want to take that even further. And so, I am waiting for that next step. I can't wait for that, whatever that next step is for me in this space. So I did want to share that because it's important for people to understand that you can get signs out of nowhere. Even if you're not looking for a job or looking for a career change, if it pops up, take it. Take it. Take that opportunity. That is a door for you. Yes, it may be scary, but what did the card say? And if you just tune it in, this is what one of the cards said. When doubt filled my mind, your comfort gave me renewed hope and cheer. That is Psalms 94:19. Spirit is saying, I am going to be with you. I'm going to give you renewed hope and make you joyful. So no matter how scary that door looks, walk through it. You're not alone.
I love that. And I love that story. I'm just going to build a little bit off of what you said because astrology is so important. It's so vital and it's so underrated. I think a lot of people, as we've always talked about, have been misguided by it. Primarily people that,
Yes.
have been raised in the church or weren't raised with any spiritual or religion background. But I was looking at a post today. It was from, I forget the influencer. It was either Justin something, I forgot. And he was talking about like astrology and like what sign would you not date. And it was talking about a certain sign that he would never date. I'm not gonna say what sign that he said he'd never date. But in the comments, as I always go to, I went straight to the comments, and people were just saying, how could you even like think astrology is real, it's fake, like follow Jesus, astrology is the devil. And then I saw Chili from TLC. She even chimed in. She was like, don't follow astrology. And I was like, wow, so many people don't even know like how accurate it is. They've been truly misled, misguided, redirected into more confusion.
And I think what it is that they go to, like, when a lot of people, when they hear astrology, they think about like the newspaper ads where somebody has written a thing. And I'm just gonna be honest, I don't know how true that is. However, if you truly think about the stars, if you think about the placement of the stars, if you think about the earth and look at, there are true degrees on this earth. Literally, we have a north and south pole. Those poles are there for a reason. We have longitude and latitude regions and degrees for a reason. Those things help us keep balance. The solar system is a part of that. Otherwise, why would we know that there's a planetary system? Why just a few weeks ago, we just had a solar eclipse, lunar eclipse. And so think about these things, these are alignments because we know that the moon and the sun are on axes. And so when those axes align, that means there is something major happening. Everything that you do in the spiritual world, even if you want to look at the mundane world, right, there, our everyday world, everything is about alignment, right? When you're in your car driving down the street, you don't go until that line tells you green is green, and we know that that means to go, because that means that everything has a time and a place when it's supposed to move forward, when it's supposed to stop, when it's supposed to turn around and go back, right? All of those things are there for a reason. And a lot of people like just kind of take that information and kind of just like, oh, it's just fictional and da 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 da. Like, no, it's more than the what is it, the folk tales that we've heard about, the stars, and Greek mythology. Like, we get into that. However, those stars really are in the sky. You can find um the Hydra formation of stars, right? We know the Greek. Well, if you know Greek mythology, I do. We know why it's there and what the representation is. But if you look at those stars, they have so much more meaning than just the mythical myths about them. It's so much more.
And I encourage you guys to study quantum physics. I encourage you guys to study quantum physics. If you guys are not too familiar with the solar system, with science, and I'm not talking science with, I'm not talking about science in school, what they taught you in school, about dissecting the frog, or about trying to figure out why water is colorless. I'm talking real science, okay? I encourage you guys to study quantum physics. And it's not
And if
even
there's
that
good
difficult.
mushrooms and bad mushrooms.
Okay, it's not even that difficult. It really is. We had a professor in school that did her best to try to break it down. I still didn't get the shit. That's why I had a hard time getting out of the class and passing the next level. But that's another story. But in the end, she was a professor that broke it down easy for the people that had a hard time comprehending it. Me. But now looking back, hindsight is 2020. I wish I would have been more engaging with it. I wish I would have paid more attention to it, because everything connects. Everything is connected to quantum physics. So I encourage you guys to get a beginner's book on it. And you'll see how everything in the universe, like everything, tangible things, are connected to quantum physics. So definitely, guys, check out the website. I pinned it, astrology.com/midheaven, and figure out what exactly you were put on this earth to do. All right, you're not just here just to be mediocre, okay? You're here for a purpose, and a lot of you guys are breaking generational curse. A lot of you guys are becoming generational curse breakers. You're becoming generational magic makers. You're becoming what your bloodline has been waiting for. So please go to this website and see exactly what your soul's purpose is. And also, after you've done that, I encourage you guys to book a birth chart reading, to look beyond the surface, to dig deep, to swim deep into the essence of who you are. And you can find this through a birth chart reading. Mm-hmm. And speaking of birth chart readings, everybody that has tapped in now, I don't know if I'm able to.
You want me to do it?
We log out. I see who's joined and who has viewed our video, but I'm going to say that I think it's easier for me just to advise people to send me or Brian a DM if you were on this live, and I'll know that you watched it because you made it to the end. If you made it to the end of this live, I encourage you guys to send me or Brian a DM, because we have a...
Hold on. Let me add to it. Let me add to that real quick. Send us an emoji. Send us an emoji of cash. Not the coins, but the cash. To represent career. And so that will let us know when you watched it. Okay.
Right. I like, okay. Right. Send us a cash emoji. I like that you made it particular, because anybody can send it to DM. We get DMs all the time. So yeah, send us a cash emoji so that we know that you guys made it this far. And what's going to happen is you will be entered into our drawing to get a 10-minute love reading by yours truly, B, and also a relationship compatibility reading from me. And this is valued at over $350. Okay, because if y'all have been to my website, you know that I charge $200 just off the rip for relationship compatibility readings. And Brian also ain't cheap either. Brian is not, he ain't no cheap thrill. Okay, so this is valued at over this is valued at over $350. Okay, so you guys are getting a steal basically. But we want to show you guys just how paramount having these readings, how paramount these readings are. Okay, a love reading, and then after a compatibility reading, so you can see how compatible you and your love interests are. Okay, and trust me, you're going to get something out of it, because it's going to show you guys your temperaments, what your temperament is and what their temperament is, and how you guys come together, and how, if you guys have harmony between one another. Okay, I'll say if, because sometimes people have the business aspect, but it's no harmony. Sometimes you have the harmony and you guys can't work together. So we'll let you guys know all of that. So yes, send us the emoji, the cash emoji, letting us know that you made it this far, and you'll be entered into the drawing. And then I guess next week we'll announce who the winner is. Right, Brian, is that?
Yes, we can do that.
Next we'll announce that. And also when you guys are exiting and I post a video, make sure to hit that like, just so we know that the algorithm is not with us, because you know Instagram be on that shit sometimes. So make sure you hit that like and follow for more exclusive content, educational tutorials, and reels that will have y'all laughing your ass off. Do you want to say anything else, Brian, before we close?
For those who are just chiming in and really watching, please go back and watch the beginning of our show tonight, because I promise you, everything is such an alignment. It's dealing with careers. I did tell everyone, and so if you've been with us from the beginning, you're going to hear this again, so I do apologize. But also, please go to my personal page and check out the reading I did on yesterday. So I'm starting to do progress reports, spiritual progress reports. And yesterday was all about career and following your dreams. Kid you not, as soon as I posted the video, no, I posted, Monday. Yeah. And as soon as I posted the video, two of my other friends asked questions about career or making statements about career. So that let me know that, hey, I was tapped in and it just wasn't like a blank message. So definitely go check that out, especially if you've been thinking about making a career change or opening your own business, or you have your own business and you're scared to take that next step. You're scared to understand what it is that you're supposed to do next. So please check that out. And we also mentioned that a little bit in the beginning of this episode. So didn't want to share that.
Definitely. And just know that any reading that you listen to or watch from B, they're timeless. It may not resonate now, but it's going to resonate further down the line. It may not resonate further down the line. It may resonate right now. Like, these readings are timeless, and it's going to find you when you need it. And I say that all the time on my YouTube. Like, if you found this message, if you found this video, this message is for you, because they're timeless. It's timeless.
They're going to reach you when they need to.
Or 10 years from now, it's timeless.
Exactly.
Let's see.
Eight.
So we're going to go ahead and close out. Guys, thank you so much for tapping into yet what episode is this? 13? I think we're at 13 now.
I think this is 13.
20.
Yes.
Oh my God. We are almost 20 deep in. Y'all are rock stars. Like, thank y'all so much for rocking with us. This, oh my God, I can't believe it. We're almost at 20 episodes.
20
this
episodes.
Is crazy. Okay. This is crazy. So thank y'all for tapping into yet another episode of Cards and Conversations, where every episode unfolds a deck of intriguing discussions. And we will see you guys here next week, Tuesday, same time, same place.
Yes.
11/11, Cards and Conversations. Peace. Cards and Conversations. Peace.